I grew up in very dysfunctional family. I want to understand my family and myself. Why I behave like this? Why my father behaved like this? So I really want to understand myself and my family. That's the starting point. God. One of my the favorite passages is Genesis chapter 12, verse 2 to 3. So God said to Abraham, I will bless you, and you will be blessing to others. That's I think I thought that passage is just for Abraham, not for me. So God gave me the confidence. This passage for you. So I think this is just God's call and God's blessing to me. Even though I'm so weak as a person, as a Christian, but as God said to Abraham, I will bless you. You will be blessing to others. That's God's promise. No matter what I make a mistake, God is so faithful. And that's why I think God gave me so God opened the door so to teach the many courses and LeTourneau. So now I see that God is using me as a blessing to others and students. I think that's just God's blessing, God's grace to me. So I always want to teach psychology and counseling at Christian institution because many psychological theory is a secular theory. So many people experience problems and such as depressions and anger, but psychology theory does not fully explain the human nature, and so only the Christian worldview explain why we have experienced many problems, how we can recover from the difficulty. So we need to understand the human problems in the context of the creation and sin and redemption. So, but the psychological theory does not talk about that. So that's why I want to teach psychology and counseling in Christian institutions. So, and then also I want to help a student understand the Christian worldview, how we understand human problem based on Christian worldview. I think that's very important. That's why so I really enjoy teaching psychology and counseling in LeTourneau University, because we can talk about the Bible, we can talk about how God sees human problem, how God wants to redeem us from all the sin and problem. That's why I want to teach that psychology and counseling in Christian University. And also I want to help the student understand human problems in their counseling room based on Christian worldview, not just based on psychological theory. But also I want to help them become the professional counselor as well. We just do not teach that just Bible to the students. We teach all psychology theory and skills and technique. One of our goal is that we help students understand integration between psychological theory and Christian worldview. I think that's a very important part of our program. And also, I really like my teaching because our program is to equip the excellent counselor to heal the wounded people. If we equip one great counselor, so how they gonna impact, how they gonna influence so many people, so many couples and family. So one great counselor can save so many people, as Jesus did to us. So that's why, and also so many counselors in this world, but there are, so I think that so we need a Christian counselor. So some pastor work in the church, but they cannot deal with all the mental health problem. But so that's why so many people go to the counselors, but some counselor does not have understanding of Christian worldview. So that's why Christian counselor is so important to make some connections. So between some spiritual issues and mental health issues. So all human problems are interconnected. So that's why I think that so our education, so based on Christian worldview in LeTourneau is so important. Yeah. So usually I teach that class students in online class, especially our online classes. Even though we do not meet student in person, but still, so we provide devotional. So we help them. We help the students to think about the personal life. Not only just we help them just earn their grade or a degree. We want to help them a better person, a better Christian, because that counselor as a professional cannot be separated as a counselor as a person, because that counselor need to meet the client as a person as well. So we want to help them grow spiritually, academically, personally. So we want to help the students become or the excellent counselor, also, as well as so good Christians.